Do you ever miss a time that probably wasn't even that good? Nostalgia is strange. It can make a cheap apartment feel magical, a broken console feel priceless, a boring summer afternoon feel sacred. You hear one old song, and suddenly you're not here anymore. You're back in a room that no longer exists, talking to people you no longer know, being a version of yourself that disappeared years ago. And for a few seconds, it feels like you could go back, but you can't. That's the beauty of nostalgia, and also the cruelty of it. People think they miss old games, old YouTube, old music, old internet. But most of the time, we don't actually miss the thing itself. We miss who we were when we experienced it. A game you played at 12 years old feels infinite because you were different. Life was slower. Time felt bigger. You didn't measure every second against productivity or survival. Even loneliness felt softer back then. That's why revisiting old things can feel disappointing. You replay the game, you revisit the place, you rewatch the show, and something feels missing. Not because the thing changed, you did. The weirdest part about nostalgia is that it can make painful memories feel warm. Moments that were lonely, confusing, even miserable. Years later, they feel beautiful. Why? Because nostalgia removes the fear from memory. When you're living through hard times, you feel uncertainty. But when you remember them later, the uncertainty is gone. All that remains is the atmosphere, the rain outside your window, the sound of the fan at 2 a.m., the silence of late night bus rides. Memory edits reality. It turns ordinary suffering into cinematic emotions. The internet changed nostalgia forever. New entire generations archive their emotions online. Old memes, deleted games, old edits, Minecraft worlds, Discord servers that nobody talks in anymore, digital ghosts. Sometimes nostalgia isn't even about your childhood anymore. You can feel nostalgic for a random night 3 years ago. One song can remind you of someone you barely knew. One image can remind you of a version of yourself you buried. The modern world moves so fast that things become the good old days almost instantly. But nostalgia has a darker side, because eventually you stop appreciating the present. You start living in comparison. This used to feel better. People used to feel closer. Life used to feel real. And maybe that's true. Nostalgia rarely remembers boredom or insecurity or the night you wanted to escape, the exact period you now romanticize. Sometimes we use nostalgia as a hiding place because the past feels safer than the future. Maybe nostalgia exists for a reason. Not to trap us in the past, but to remind us that moments matter while they're happening. One day, today will be nostalgia too. The room you're sitting in right now, the music you currently overplay, the people you think you'll never lose. All of it slowly becoming a memory. And years from now, you'll probably miss this version of your life too, even if you don't realize it yet. Nostalgia is proof that even ordinary moments can become sacred once they're gone. Thanks for watching.